Peace, peace. What's up? It's your boy Chris. Chris does ADOS politics right here in Sacramento. So, what's up, family? A few updates on the H.R.40 advocacy, a few developments that I think we need to discuss really quickly. So, first of all, if you haven't been paying attention, if you didn't know, Senator Cory Booker just introduced a Senate companion bill or Senate partner bill to H.R.40 in the Senate of the United States. So that is potentially an important development. We haven't had a Senate partner or a Senate companion bill, I think, ever. So we're going to keep our eye on this. We haven't seen what's in the bill yet, so we obviously need to see what's in it before we make any further conclusions or do any real analysis of the bill. But that's a development that we need to be paying attention to. Second thing, both James Clyburn and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez have just added their names as co-sponsors to H.R.40, and that's potentially significant first because Clyburn is in the leadership of the House. He's the majority whip. That means he's responsible for knowing how many votes for or against any one piece of legislation there is. So his name on the bill could potentially send a signal to more junior members of the House to actually get on board and support the bill. Similar rationale for Cortez. Her signature, her name on the bill could send a signal to the progressive wing of the party to get on board with the legislation. Now, it's absolutely the case that the legislation needs to be amended and revised and changed in a really, really big way. That's absolutely the next step. Revisions to H.R.40 are the next step, in addition to actually moving the bill forward, actually scheduling hearings and getting the bill on the calendar in the subcommittee where it is. So that's another thing that I think we want to be paying very, very close attention to. As far as our on-the-ground advocacy here in Sacramento, we have a follow-up meeting with our congressional rep, Doris Matsui, potentially either this Friday or in the coming week. We're still working on dates for that, but we'll be meeting via conference call with some of her staff in DC. So we're here in Sacramento. We'll be on conference with some of her DC staff to talk about getting her to add her name as a co-sponsor, and then also work to move the bill and work to create a space for the revisions and the changes that need to happen to H.R.40, because as I just mentioned, some big changes and some big revisions need to happen to it to make it what it needs to be. So that's what's going on in terms of our local rep. We also have a follow-up conversation with Senator Harris's staff and Senator Kamala Harris's staff, potentially within the next couple of weeks, to discuss that Senate companion bill to H.R.40 and what she can do to support it and what she can do to make space for the revisions that need to happen or that potentially would need to happen to it. Again, we haven't seen the bill yet, so we'll know more when we see it. But that's what's going on. So there's a lot going on. The advocacy continues online and offline. Just wanted to give you guys an update. Once again, it's your boy Chris. Chris does ADOS politics right here in Sacktown, Sacramento. 1.